Hello and welcome. I hope I just set that up right. Who knows? Nobody. Yeah, that's what I want. I think it's Thursday. Thursday already. What happened to this week? Just waiting for Luther to find a spot. Oh my goodness, buddy. Hello. All right, I'm gonna knit. I figured in the middle of the week it was going to be a challenge for people. Hello, Jody. Merry Vlogmas to you. How are you? What are you working on? Hello, Abir. Hello. Spin, crochet, repeat. Oh my gosh, a virtual 5K. This is a perfect cool down time for you. Hello, Carrie. Oh, you're welcome, Jody. Anytime you need to get dragged away from what you're supposed to be doing, I'm here for you. Oh, good morning, Tracy. I'm actually a few minutes early. Can you believe it? I came down like 15 minutes early and said I'm going to get everything set up, get like all set. I even remembered my microphone this morning. It's not morning. Well, it is. It's new. It's afternoon now. Just now. And I was like, I'll just go on a few minutes early and see what happens. Oh, Abir says she's the queen of procrastination. I'm pretty good at it. Oh, Carrie's supposed to be working, but you're tired of that stuff. Carrie, what do you do? I don't think I know. Do I? Maybe I do. Hello, Kathleen. Is it cold where you are? Because it's in the 50s here. I had windows open this morning. I mean, I had to put on socks, but I had windows open. I'm not really doing much. Well, that's a lie, but you guys don't need to know until the Vlogmas videos come out. Oh, Kathleen said if a beer... Kathleen, I am sure that you're both full of it, but I know you are because you get so much done. Kathleen said, if a beer is the queen, I'm the empress. And Carrie, you're right. I didn't know that. Excuse me. That's right. Tracy said, fortunately, you have plenty of socks. Like, I am a barefoot person in general. I will go barefoot as much as I can. No joke. But, if it's in the 50s, I gotta wear socks because my feet do get cold eventually. But, like, all summer, I won't wear shoes if I don't have to. And I definitely won't wear socks. It's just the way it is, man. So hello, Marie. How is everybody doing getting ready, if you are getting ready for something for the holidays? Because honestly, like, not everybody celebrates, you know. Carrie said, it's not my soul's work for sure. I'm sorry. And she's also a barefoot girl. Summer's for free feet. Yeah, I have to clean up the backyard a lot. If you know what I mean. My little buddies. So that I can walk around barefoot, but I do it. I just clean it up. It's okay. I'm not really ready yet, but I'm going to be ready on time. Saturday, 4 out of our 5 kids plus partners and kids and all that stuff will be here. So it's going to be a good time. Crystal asked what's on the needles. Remember that sweater, the Heim sweater? I'm still working on it. It's been in my bag. Kathleen asked, have you seen Jillian Moreno's latest Nitty Spin article? Very interesting. I have not. Oh no. Carrie said I have about 10 rounds left on Dan's mitts, and I think I might run out of yarn. Oh, we had crazy wind last night. If you're in the Facebook group, you probably saw that I posted that. Thank you. And in the middle of the night, it went out for, I don't exactly know, because you know how time is weird when you just woke up and you kind of don't know what's going on. You're a little disoriented. It didn't stay off very long though. And then, but while it was off, I was like, oh my gosh, crap, that's terrible. What if I'm right and we don't have power? But it came right back on. A beer said, I was worried for you walking in the woods. I guess I'm listening to too much true crime podcasts. It's really, really funny, I guess. But I have, like, there's always a little thing in the back of my mind that, like, what if somebody was out here? But it's a pretty traveled park. There's people there every single day, so they couldn't be sure that no one else would be there if there was like a criminal there. Also, the dogs are with me, and that is going to deter some people, even though Gus would probably try to make best friends with someone while they were murdering me. But Luther wouldn't like it at all. But I mean, he can't do much either. So, but don't be scared. I take my phone always. And I used to even walk with an alarm, but we just don't have crime here. And I know it sounds really jerky, but we really don't. I do keep my eyes and ears open though. Like, I wouldn't wear earbuds. I'm listening. You'd have to sneak up. You'd be good if you could sneak up on me. I'll say that. Carrie said it's really windy here too. Did you have to go to the well for water or milk the cows? So that's part of why I said that, because you guys, we do not have city water, which I know I'm not like the only one. We have a well, and we have like a little tiny generator. So I guess we could hook the pump up maybe. I'm not sure. But like, we can't even flush toilets if the power goes out. So it's kind of like a joke. If we think the power might go up, we fill up one of the bathtubs so that we can like... But I mean, it would have been... It's a Little House on the Prairie nonsense. I'll tell you that. When we don't have power... Like, we would have had hot water at our old house, but we don't here. Everything's fine here. I know there was like 40,000 people without power Sunday or Monday in my state. Sorry, there was a weird noise outside. But it's probably just someone dropping off packages, because I'll tell you what, constantly. Carrie said, I do not miss having a well. It's probably the only thing I really don't like about living here. And I mean, if it's summer and the power goes out, we can always take water out of the pool to flush toilets if we have to. And like, I mean, we have a gas stove, so we can cook, and we have a grill. So like, we can do, we're okay. Crystal said, Little House on the Prairie is sometimes my power outage guidebook. Right? Totally. I mean, it's amazing if you think about it. Kathleen said, I was amazed that we didn't lose power. The lights didn't even flicker. Kathleen, are you in Missouri? I can't remember. It's North or South Dakota? Hello, Dissa. How are you? And our dishwasher still isn't working. But it really doesn't matter. It's just the two of us. I don't really mind washing dishes, to be honest. Oh, okay, so spin, crochet, repeat. Interesting that you would say this. Said, we have well water also, but our pump is electric. Been considering the benefits of a small solar panel. Our next door neighbors, this might be more info than you guys want, but it's okay. Our next door neighbors he's an electrician and they have solar on their house and they actually sell it back to the power company. And I've tried to bug John about it, but we're like in the woods and he says we don't get enough actual sun to do it, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's not enough to store or it doesn't really build up. I don't really know, but we're kind of in the woods. Marie said, almost ready. Yay for you. Finishing up a pair of socks and I made some bags out of the fabric I wove. We have your stale wind on the other side of the state. Marie, are you around like the Detroit area or hi Kelly? Okay, South Dakota. That's what I was thinking. Kathleen said, right now I'm in Lincoln, Nebraska. We will head back to the ranch in South Dakota this weekend. And welcome, Beverly and Aaron. How are you guys? I mean, I have bugged him about, there's a bunch of different things you can do with wind too, because we're only like maybe 3 miles from the lake, I think. And that means we get a lot of airflow wind off the lake. And they make these, well, maybe they never really went into production. I don't know. But they were making these things that look like a tree. And they had all these little wind, tiny little turbines. It's turbines, right? All on the tree as like foliage. And I was like, we need that. Kathleen said, hi, Danielle. And she said, hope you're having a better day, Trish. I am. I'm fine. Kathleen said, had a new roof put on my city house Tuesday and new gutters are being installed tomorrow. One more big project crossed off the list. Holy cow. And Carrie said, so how are you? Are you okay? Did you get some hugs from John? So I did. You know what, guys? I'm sorry. First of all, it was not Vlogmas. It's just, I was just having that day, and maybe other people don't do this, but it seems like right before the holidays, there's at least always one day where I'm like, this is too much. I'm overloaded. And I was like crossing tons of stuff off my list. Tons. And it still was feeling like, it's just like doing a home improvement project, really. There's always that point where you're like, this is too much. Like, this is never going to be done. And then you go over the hump and you start going downhill on the other side and you're like, yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, yeah. I'm going to run some errands today and that will help also. Dissa said, I'd love to do solar or maybe one of those exercise bikes that build up energy. Might finally have to work out if I needed to power the TV. Kelly said, this totally makes sifting through my endless inbox better. I'm so glad. A beer. My alpaca order came today. It's very long. Is that normal? It can be. Some people do not shear every, year even. Is it Surrey or Wakaya? And is this Mikey Emke? Hello from Maryland. Hello. Originally from Battle Creek. John sort of kind of grew up in Battle Creek. He moved there when I think he was 7 and lived there till he was in his 20s. Hello, Julie. Beverly also asked what type of alpaca. Hello, Tanya. My gosh, it's early there. What is it, 5 in the morning there? Marie said, at least you don't have to break the ice on the lake to get water if your power does go out. Well, we would if we were going to use pool water, which we have done. We might have to break the ice. Aaron said, I like that you did share the reality and not just a rosy picture. I appreciate that, Aaron. I know not everybody likes it, but I'm not alone. I mean, so many people have that moment during the holidays where they're like, I am very not okay at this moment. I was okay. Kathleen said it's really easy to get overwhelmed at this time of year, which it is. Beverly, that's exactly why I asked that question. She said I had some really long Surrey alpaca. Carrie said never apologize for that. You are always real with us, and it lets us all be real and honest too. I hope so. I can't remember the name of the person, but somebody commented, I think it was on that video, um, that she doesn't like to wear her glasses on YouTube. She must have a channel. I had not even read a comment from her before. And it made me kind of sad for her because it's like, because she said her prescription's really thick and she could tell that mine is too, which it is. But the only thing I feel bad is that it reflects a lot. So it's not nice for you guys when I wear my glasses, but I don't care if my eyes look like little pinholes because they're so thick. I don't care. Danielle said, I warned my younger coworkers about that overwhelmed feeling the week before their weddings. I'm of the opinion that one thing will make you sob the week leading up to it. I agree. I agree. Even when John and I got married, we had a surprise wedding. We told people it was a housewarming party, and they showed up and we were like, hey, we're going to get married really fast. But even for that party, that's how I am. Like, I build up and up and up and up, and then I hit this point where I'm like, I cannot get all this done, and then I get it all done. And I kind of just know I have to let that steam off. But I'm not depressed. Kathleen said the longer nights don't help. Many become depressed at this time of year. It is so true. But I'm not depressed. I was just like overwhelmed and stressed out. Abir said, just looked at the order. It just says alpaca first. Is it shiny? And does it look almost like super shiny fine human hair? Spin Crochet Repeat said, thanks for pronouncing the other kind of alpaca. I knew I was butchering it. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. Hello, Candy. Just happened to pop on and see the live. How long have you been on? Since noon. So like 15 minutes. It's just a half hour today. Beverly said, oh, I wonder if that means first cut. That's what I would guess. Hello, Tyra. She said, at least I'm out of bed this morning. I'm feeling much better. Good. You poor thing. Okay, Kathleen said, a beer is the fiber long and straight, or is it long and sort of fuzzy crimpy? Candy said, OMG, is that an Aries thing? I do the exact same thing. I don't know. Is it? I just thought it was like a person thing. Or maybe an introvert thing or a perfectionist thing. Because when it comes to parties, like family parties, I'm a little bit Clark Griswold. And I want it to be like this fun, old-fashioned family Christmas, like he says. And that is really hard to do. Abir said, I get overwhelmed. Yeah, it's kind of the same. She said, I get overwhelmed before I travel to see my mom and siblings in Toronto. Like while you're getting ready for a big trip. That's so similar. Oh, Crystal said, I went to the eye doc yesterday. I'm more blind than I thought. Ignorance is bliss. I'm sorry. Beverly said, I reckon Surrey looks like human hair. I think it does. And it's not unusual to have super long Surrey. Yeah. Sometimes they even wait 2 years to shear it. Then it's like crazy. It's kind of hard to spin, but it's really nice. Okay, Marie said, Commerce Township, Novi area. I was born in the Novi area. Oh, good. Kathleen said Wakaya is correct. Yes, Candy, today it's live Vlogmas. It's live. I don't even know what I'm doing with the rest of my day. I'm going to weave some, though. Oh, that next set of towels is going. I think it's a little bit like spinning really long silk. Danielle said, exciting news. I'm working on my first ever knit sock. That is very exciting. Cuff down, and I'm on the heel, not the hill. I'm on the heel. I hope it will work out. I'm using DPNs because I couldn't find corded needles. Are you on, what type of heel does it have, Danielle? Just follow the directions step by step, and some of it's going to sound like another language, and then all of a sudden you'll have a sock. It's crazy. Candy said, I have some wool that reminds me of old man long gray beard hair. Do you know what it is? Kathleen agrees. She said, Surrey spins more like silk, Wakaya more like wool. Beverly said, I combed mine and it spun straight off combs. That's definitely, I would say, one of my, yeah. I would comb it for sure. I cut it up once and carded it in with some wool for socks, but it wasn't my favorite prep ever. But I shortened it because it was so much longer. Hello, Donna. She said, yay, alive. Good morning, Trish and everyone. I've been washing all my hand spun over the last couple days. My goal is to actually start knitting with it instead of just looking at it. That is an exciting goal. Is that a 2022 goal? Or like just right now? Candy asked, anyone getting snow now after the rain? It's like 55 here. 53, something like that. Hello, Heather. Beverly said, Abir, I think fine tooth combs are best for Surrey. I don't know if I ever tried it on other combs, so I don't really know. Kaylin said, I'm working on a color work Christmas stocking. Oh my goodness. For my mom on DPNs. I prefer DPNs for sock shaped things. So nice to work on. I mean, I like my DPNs. We know that. I get you. I'm with you, Kaylin. Erin said I can't work on any of my whips at the moment, so I think I'm going to start. Why can't you? I think I'm going to start my first project using my hand spun a hat. Your first project? That's so exciting. I did a hat first too, and I did not keep it. I wish I had though. Candy said we were 58 degrees yesterday, 28 today. I guess that's coming my way then. Kathleen said, I spin Surrey like I spin long mohair. Too much twist and it becomes like rope. 100%. Okay, Danielle said, I don't know the type of heel. LOL. I'm following a YouTube tutorial. You're going to be fine. And if it feels like you're doing something and it doesn't make sense, it's okay. And when you get through one, you're going to be like, that was cool. You guys are funny. Julie said, Danielle, congrats. You will feel your new sock superpower surging through your whole body. That's true. That's a real thing. We should make a superhero outfit for that power. Don't you think? Jen said, good morning, and so glad I managed to catch a live today, and a Surrey conversation too. I have a garbage, I'm guessing, bag full of it behind me. Smells like a barn. Excited to finally dive in during the holiday. It's going to be fun. I've spun quite a bit. I used to be friends with this lady. I mean, I'm not friends with her, but she used to have a Surrey alpaca farm, and she would sell it to me for like $1 a pound. This was quite a few years ago. I still have some though. Beverly said, I did try it on my regular combs and it stuck and didn't look good. Interesting. Erin said, broken needle and waiting on a replacement. And the other project uses chunky needles and hurts my hand, so I can't work on it too long. I'm sorry. Kathleen said, I must be the oddball here. I hate DPNs, knit socks on 2 circular needles, one at a time. I don't think you're an oddball. There's lots of people who don't like them. I mean, but that's the reason why there's so many different methods, because there's a good method for everybody, right? So Crystal said, I had little kids at the time and Troll was home, but they still came to me. So behind a bathroom door, I taught myself sock heels. Mom life. Danielle's excited for the socks. I can't say it. Socks superpower feeling. Oh, okay. Aaron said crazy sock lady does slip, stitch, heel, and gusset. I think that's a good one to start with. Just an opinion. Oh my gosh, wow, Donna. Donna said, believe it or not, I have a hand spun stash from 15 years ago. I couldn't believe how much I had, but I was really happy to see that it was spun well, but also how much I have improved over the years. I bet that was pretty nice to like have that to look at. Cause I'm not, I guess I hit 15 years next year. Kathleen said, sounds like me when grafting toes need total silence. I don't anymore, but I did used to. Beverly does too. Total silence. Aaron said, Kathleen Klein, I fell in love with two circs my fave way now. I sometimes do sleeves that way, but not very often. Candy said I could do DPNs if I had wooden ones. Just Candy, you can buy whole sets of wooden DPNs on Amazon for like $8. And when I say whole sets, you will get every size. A beer said I knit my socks 2 at a time, toe up on a circular needle. Candy's talking about Donna's 15-year-old hand-spun collection. Said that had to be fun and nostalgic. I'm sure it was very fun. Kathleen said only 15 years. Are you kidding? Oh. Dino said today I woke with yarn all over my face and abstract by my dog. That's fun. I would have to freak out, but Donna says it was a little overwhelming, but it was from alpacas and sheep that I used to raise, so there was definitely some emotional moments. How nice. How nice that you're going to start using it too. Excuse me. Kaylin said, I've tried doing magic loop or 2 circular needles, but for some reason I really struggled with the learning curve, so I went back to DPNs. Yeah, I did learn on DPNs. So I don't know if that's the reason, because I have tried other ones. Like, I can do it. It's not that I can't. But I definitely like my DPNs best. And I don't know if it's because I don't really know. I cannot stand magic loop. But I totally respect that for many people, it's the best way. And that's cool. It's cool. Candy, how? Candy said I learned on long straight needles. M also does not care for, we'll say it that way, because I don't want to say you fail, at Magic Loop and 2 circs as well. Hey, maybe it's just not your way. There's nothing wrong with that. Bye, spin, crochet, repeat. Umki said, I have a Magic Loop 2 at a time, toe up girl all the way. I can't stand second sock syndrome. I don't have that. Beverly said, I love how complicated they look and how simple they are. Right. Kaylin said, nothing wrong with whatever works best for each person. I do feel that way. And I mean, we've all met someone who's like, no, you have to try whatever, fill in the blank. I don't like that. I don't have to do anything. Hello, Bonnie. Kathleen said, I have a hard time controlling the laddering using Magic Loop. 2 circs work better for me in that regard. I don't get ladders. I hear that a lot, and I don't think I ever really have. So I don't know what I do differently that I don't know. Crystal said I knit my hats and socks and mittens on DPN. Same. Sometimes I'll use a circ, but mostly I'll use DPNs. Oh, Tanya also learned on long straights. So you seam them then. You knit them flat? Abir, I hope you posted a picture. She said I was spinning a bat today and it came out thick and thin. It looks great. Hello, Lori from Vancouver. Erin said, when I use DPNs, I feel so cool because they look complicated, but I'm constantly putting them down and losing one, even though I try to keep track of it. Don't put it down. Stick it in what you're knitting. Fiber Arts fan said, I know socks magic loop, but hats on DPNs. There you go. Knit, knit. Got it. Erin said I was so worried about ladders when I started knitting in the round, but I never have them either. I think maybe it is the way that I knit that stops me from having ladders, because I've never had them. I don't know. I would like to see some of those, Tanya. Tanya said, yep, you can make some lively design features with the seams. So is there a seam like on the foot part? It's not under the foot, right? Is it on the side? Oh gosh, Candy said you can do it with 3 needles too and not do flat, but it's fiddly and hard to explain. Lori also likes DPNs. See, I think that a lot of people get freaked out because they're like, what do I do with all those extra ones? But it's like they just hang there. They're just sitting there. You're not even, you ignore them. You knit on 2 needles the same as you do all the other ways and you just ignore them. But I think it's good that there's so many methods, because if you think back in the olden days, it would have been DPNs pretty much or nothing, or like knit it flat. And we have so many ways now. I love that so many of you guys are like ready for Christmas. Abir said, knitting for me is second nature now. I make mistakes when I think about it. I think that's probably me too. Oh. Gosh, you guys, I hate to do this, but I gotta go. It's 12:30. I'm gonna go weave, and then I have to bake some more cookies. Thank you for being here for Vlogmas for today. I appreciate it. And tomorrow videos, Sunday live again at 2 o'clock my time. I hope you guys all have a great couple of days. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. Bye.